It's been pretty good so far. Just figuring things out up front is the main thing. We lost 4 seniors last year, and that's obviously one of the big things going into this year.
Obviously, you guys are looking pretty good offensively. I mean, what are the expectations for this Tigers team moving forward?
Last year, coming off 7-5, we definitely want to improve on that and try to get to another sectional championship. We want to keep progressing and getting better and better every year.
Obviously, third year under Kunkel now. Kind of, what have you learned about him, and how have you guys what have you learned about him?
It's a lot more intense. Things he doesn't have favorites, so he'll jump the gun on anybody, and so yeah, I'd say it's a lot more intense, but I like it a lot more.
We know offensive line. Obviously, you lose a couple guys, you bring in some new guys. Where's this team at, ready to take a jump?
Yeah, I think we have Northfield in about 10 days, and so I think by then we'll be ready to go. I think we have Norwell scrimmage this week. I think we'll be ready to go by then too.
Everett Johnson last year was a Fab 15er, obviously set a school record rushing wise. How do you kind of replace him, and how do you guys go about that?
This year with Cody being a different style of running back and the line being smaller and probably a little bit more faster, if we can get Cody a crease, then I think Cody's going to hit it. And yeah, Cody's more of a finesse player, and while Everett was the more ground and pound and down the middle.
We're basically we're trying to get things focused. Like we're ready. We're trying to put in people in new spots. They haven't been. We lost 4 linemen last year, and we're just trying to fill in spots because we're just ready for pass blocking. Because Everett last year he's a pound dude. So passing this year it's looking pretty good, honestly.
You guys are going to throw the ball maybe a little bit more. How much does that excite you as a wide receiver?
Oh, it's amazing. Last year it was pretty great because I didn't really have to do as much as I'm going to have to do this year because Everett was he would hit, and it was incredible because 11 guys would be on the ground at the end of the day.
Okay. Obviously, last year 7-5. How ready are you guys kind of maybe to take that jump up and get ready to go?
I mean, we're ready, but we're obviously the underdog in this. Not many people are going to believe in us, but it's all about us. Everybody in the stands is going to believe in us, but it's all right here.
Okay. What can this team accomplish this season then?
We're trying to get a sectional championship. We're just gonna try to go next step. We're not gonna focus about what's up there because if we look ahead, we're not gonna focus what's what's in front of us. We're gonna underestimate the next team.
No, it's a work in progress. First week of practice, there were times where we looked at our offensive line. I don't know if we could block our Pee Wee team, but they've really come together. They've really kind of gelled really well. Offensively, I think we're kind of getting there. We still got 10 days or so till Northfield, but the progress on the offensive side of the ball has been good, and defense is learning to rally to the football. We're not going to have guys on the inside who can command double and triple teams, but we got some speed so we can fly around. So I think it's coming. Definitely not where we want to be, but for practice 7, today I think we're in a pretty good spot.
Obviously, losing a guy like Everett Johnson and then some hogs up front, how different maybe is this offense going to look than years past?
Yeah, I mean, Everett was 2,100 yards for the year. It's not someone you can easily replace, but I think the kid we have coming in, Cody Middlestat, has done a really good job filling in. Now Cody is more. Now we had Brandon Lockwood a couple years ago who went for 1,600, and he was more of your foot in the ground quick. Everett would make guys miss and run them over. So we're a little bit quicker, I think, this year up front as well. Breaking in 4 new offensive linemen, and we're trying to do things to get guys in space. Our quarterback Hayden Nern, Gavin King played quarterback the last 2 years, and Gavin was an athlete who we asked to play quarterback, and Hayden's a quarterback who can put it on guys, as you saw at practice today. So it's going to be maybe more spread, maybe more passing than we've done in years prior. But like I said, we like the direction that we're going right now. So
obviously, this isn't your first year; it's now your second year. You're kind of headed into somewhere where you're kind of foundation. Mm-hmm. How much more comfortable are you, kind of knowing the kids and knowing where Bluffton's at?
Yeah, I think that does help. I think year 1 and 2 was definitely like the foundation laying part, and we saw those quick early results. And sometimes that's how things go. You get those early results, and then maybe you hit some rough patches. I think looking at our team this year from the outside, losing the talented group we did and losing the guys up front, people are going to expect us to maybe take a step back, But our word of the week this week is expectation, and people know about Bluffton football now. A couple years ago might not have been the case. So sometimes it's harder when people expect things out of you. So we want to try to rise to meet that. 2018 was a great year. We want 2019 to be just as good and continue to build on what we've started here. So.